Hi guys, welcome back to the Naughty Masters. Okay, so today we're going to be making a French omelet. Okay, so basically what that is it's basically like a cheese stuffed omelet, and then you just fold the omelet in half with cheese stuffed in it, and whenever you eat it, it's like really cheesy and it melts in your mouth. So we're going to be trying to make that today, and you might notice that my eye is a bit little and then my voice is kind of gone. That's because I have allergies, and well, it just started yesterday. So don't need to worry about that. You can, but if you guys have allergies, make sure to take proper medication. Okay, so what we'll be needing for this is a pan, which is on the stove, and a bowl, 2 eggs, and the mozzarella cheese, or you could do like any kind of cheese you like, but make sure it's shredded. Like, make sure all the cheese is already shredded. But if you don't have shredded cheese and you really just want to take the shredder and shred it, that's fine, but that's more work on you. Okay, so let's get started. First, we are going to crack an egg. In my videos, I've showed you so many times how to crack an egg, but if you haven't watched any of them, let me show you how to crack an egg once again. Okay, let me show you how to crack the egg. So first, this is the egg, right? You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then on the third one, you're gonna crack it. And it should have like a little crack like this, and then you can open it. Just keep on doing that. If you don't think it's enough, this would probably be a lot. Okay, now that we learned how to crack an egg, what we're gonna do, you see this little hole? We are going to be sticking your finger in there. So you're going to stick your thumb, you're going to say this, and then you're going to go like this, okay? Then you're going to stick one thumb on this side, and you're going to hold it, and one thumb on this side. It should look like this. And then you're going to stick your fingers in, you're going to hold out the shells like this, and then you're going to crack it. As you can see, I just did it. And if you don't like to waste like me, there's still some inside that doesn't really come out, so I usually use my thumb and like I twist it out so everything could get out. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other shell. It's basically you just like this. Well, it will break if you press too hard because it's really sensitive. And now, what you already know that how to do the second egg, so I'm just going to do it. Okay, now that we know how to do the second egg and the first egg, we already did them. We're going to be using a fork to stir it up, and your mixture should basically look 2 eggs and then the rest of them. Let me show you how it should look. This is how your mixture should basically look, like the 2 eggs and then the 2 things. It looks like 2 eyes to me, and then the yolk.
I'm Fez, and now we're going to learn how to mix the egg properly. So now we are going to be mixing it, and now we are going to, like, you know how you guys sharpen a pencil like this? So we're going to be, okay. We're going to be mixing it like a pencil. Like, you know, have a sharpener and you turn the sharpener around. This is going to be the sharpener, and now we're going to be mixing it. But if you haven't mixed the egg yet, you can do it slow, but if you're a professional, you can do it fast. like this.
Okay, now that we learned how to mix it right by my assistant Fez, now it should look like has a lot of bubbles, and it should look very yellow. Okay, now we are going to be doing cheese. Okay, so what I'm using is shredded mozzarella cheese. But you guys could use like any kind of cheese. I used to use taco cheese for it, or like Mexican cheese, but I'm not gonna do that today since I want to try something a little bit different. So since your hands are nice, washed and clean, if you haven't washed them, you have to go wash them right now for what we're doing. So basically what we're gonna do is we are going to pick up with our hands the mozzarella cheese and sprinkle it, and there's going to be one person mixing. I mean, if you have two people watching this video, then you can do then one person will throw the cheese in and one person will mix it just like that I showed you. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And let's demonstrate. We two will demonstrate first. Now Faz will be demonstrating to us how you have to do this. Okay, start. First, you take a handful of cheese.
In a block.
And then you sprinkle it right inside of the mixture of egg. Sometimes they're in a block because they got frozen, but that's fine. You see as Fez is crushing them. Fez is crushing them. And now your mixture should look really chunky like this.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, now Fez is going to show us how to mix it. You guys already know, so just mix it for us, Fez. Yes. Now it should look very, very, very chunky. And you should barely be able to mix it. Now that we have a really, really, really thick, look how thick it is. Falls all together. We have a really, really, really thick, cheesy mixture ready. And now we just have to put it in the pan and fry it. So let's do that right now. The frying in the pan is a little bit complicated, but I think you guys can understand because you are all professionals. So let's get started. Okay, so now we're at the pan. It's not really hot because I haven't turned on the fire. You should definitely ask a parent or someone else to help you turn on the fire. So let's keep that for now. I'm going to be turning on the fire. As you can see, the fire's now on and it's hot. So do not touch the pan when it's hot or anywhere near the pan. Okay? Okay, so as you can see, that blue light is the fire, but we don't want to go close to that or touch that. So this is our pan, and now, first, we never pour the mixture in without spraying oil or putting butter on it, whatever you'd like. Okay, so now it's really hot up here. So I'm going to turn it to low. Okay? And this is the canola oil spray we are going to be using. I'm going to give that a little bit of a shake. And then after we give it a little bit of a shake, you're going to spray it. Okay, this helps it fry faster and be non-stick, okay? So now we're gonna turn it up to medium, the heat. Okay, let me cap that and put it on the side. You might want to put either salt or pepper in here, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of pepper, little pepper. It was just to add taste, but you don't have to do it because I don't really like salt and pepper in my French omelet, but if you want to, that's okay. So this is my bowl now. We're going to wait a few minutes. As you can see, it's browning. So now we're going to turn it off, and we're going to pour this in. Okay, so this is how we're going to pour it in. We're going to pour it in like this. You can spread the cheese around, or not you, an adult. If you're older, then you can spread the cheese around. Just like literally just don't even touch the pan, just spread the cheese. So it's not just all in one spot. Okay, so, oh, and then you just want to like bring out your French omelet. So it's going to be looking like this. Okay, so now we're going to keep everything on the side. Now our French omelet is ready. And you can turn it back on medium. And we're just going to wait for about 2 minutes. Actually, no, like 1 minute. Before it kind of gets a bit fried on the outside, so we can just flip it. Okay? And just a little bit more. We just have to wait. Okay, so now it's kind of fried, and like you can see everything's a bit poofed up now. And so we're going to turn it to low. Now we're going to be taking a spatula, and we are going to be flipping it. Okay, so we're going to take a spatula and flip it, and I think you should have someone older to flip it. Okay, so now I have my spatula with me. What we're going to do is we're just going to make sure it's good on the outsides. Okay? Now we're just going to flip it. So, look at me carefully. We're just going to take one side and we're going to flip it. Wait. Just let it fry for a bit. Okay, now we're going to flip it. One side, second side, second side, and you just keep on flipping. It's gonna look like this, like a taco, but it's not because it's actually frying inside. And then after a little while, you can ask your parent or something because it's basically gonna fry in the inside. You just have to flip it over and it'll fry on the inside, but for now we just have to make it fry on the outside. Okay, now we're going to turn it off, and then we are going to flip it to the other side. I'm not really good at flipping, but we all make mistakes and it's fine. Okay, phew. Now you're just going to press it a little bit, and you just have to wait, and then until you feel like it's done and all the cheese inside is melted, then you can basically flip it back over or whatever you want to do with it. But right now we're going to just wait for a little while and get the table ready or whatever you want to do. Okay, so see you right after this French omelet is done. Are you? Okay, so now that we flipped the French omelet, we are done. You have to just flip it like this. You can flip it, okay? And so all the cheese inside gets melted, but only flip one side, and then you can flip it back. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing for this. You just have to press it down after you're done flipping it. It's actually really easy. So pretend you have an omelet like this, right? All the cheese is melted and stuff. You just have to flip it so it can become like this. And then eventually all the cheese inside will melt. Okay, so we're going to be back right after it's done and cooked. Okay, so this was basically our final product, and it looks very cheesy. And Fez will go get a fork so we can see how really cheesy it is. If you want, you can like drizzle ketchup on here. See, we're gonna drizzle ketchup on here, and you can maybe like sprinkle some cheese on if you want. But I'm gonna have this fork, and so I'm gonna see if it's really cheesy. Oh my, look at this, y'all. Look at that. Look how cheesy it is.